From inside the booth at Highland Park, Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Tigers and the Rebels. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go on the hill and coming off a great start. Number 27. Always a treat to watch. One of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And one away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Kevin McGonigal will hit next. One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses. 3-1. One out, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit, and a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 outs, base is empty. Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound, Ty Madden.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Now it's the second baseman, Rick Rollins. Outside low, and that's ball 2. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And there's a foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Charles Woodson. Runner on the go. Ball outside.
1 strike.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. And it's even up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights it off, he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the veteran outfielder, Nasim Nunez. Rollins, the runner at second with 1 away. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's safe, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 down, and now the DH, Paul James, and that misses. Ball 2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
First inning, and already up to 23 pitches. Swing and a miss at a slider.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He made him pay for that one. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 3-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now the shortstop, Evan McCarthy. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. He goes down looking.
Batting 6. No left.
2 down, base is empty. Chris Gentry getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 2nd, and here's the veteran outfielder, Dominic Canzone.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
To the right side. 1 out in the 2nd.
Batting 5th. The first baseman, Tyler.
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Locklear.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2.
Ball, down.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Just outside. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to...
Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Anthony Mulrine. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
you come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Yeah, the batter now, number 3. Next pitch downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Batting ninth.
2 outs, base is empty. Cunningham now at the plate. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here is Rodriguez.
Number 19.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's carrying. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. Home run number 5 on the season, and they're chipping away. It's 3-1.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
And here's the catcher. That's down and in.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Anderson.
Max Anderson will hit next. The 1-1. There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Off the mark there, and the count's even at 2. Good eye right there. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, Rick Rollins.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Next offering misses down and away. And that's down and away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. On to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
And now the right fielder, Charles Woodson. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So a man at first. At the plate, Nasim Nunez. Runner on the move. Hard hit, but right at him in left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
And next is the designated hitter, Paul James. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
And we're back. Now it's going to be Kevin McGonigal.
Kevin McGonigal.
2-1 now. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. His second home run of the series. It's 3-2.
what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Dominic Canzone, in there. And so now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So digging in, Tyler Locklear.
Tyler Locklear.
Up the middle, Moore. Slinging it to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Designated hitter,
Trey Sweeney, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. Back even. It's 3-3. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now it's the right fielder, Rodriguez.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
To third, Palmer. Sends it to first, and that is the inning. They get 2 and draw even again. And midway in the 4th, all tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Paul James. Late swing fouled off. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
So up next, Evan McCarthy. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
So 2 down now, and here is Chris Gentry. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. 4 innings in the books. Tied 3-3. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Got it. Nice grab. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
One down, base is empty. And a breaking ball misses outside. And he takes a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nunez sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. So digging in, Max Clark.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. Halfway home, tied at 3.
Now pitching.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, number 9.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Just
Ball
missed.
2.
That one fouled off, 2-2. That's to third, and it stays fair.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Next is the speedy first baseman. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. And he hits a ground ball right side. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
High in the air, out to right. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Rick Rollins.
Second baseman, Rick.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Way out front for strike 2.
2-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And now it's filled up. Woodson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. 5 innings complete. All tied up at 3 apiece. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Kevin McGonigal.
The shortstop, Kevin McGonigal.
The shortstop takes the ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Roberts, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Medeiros also throwing. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Go ahead run on base. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. That's to third. Off balance feed. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Dominic Canzone. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one off the mark, and the count is filled up. Two down, nobody on. On the outside corner, got him looking. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Bottom of the 6th, and now it's going to be Charles Woodson. Next pitch is outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Mackenzie McAlpin, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Wood getting cranked up as well. Check swing.
Ball 3.
No appeal. 3-1 now. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And a payoff pitch. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And stepping in is the speedy Nasim Nunez. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Locklear. And he takes it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. James digs in now with the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. Outside low, and a count 2-1. Oh, right to the backstop. No advance, 3 balls and a strike. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ripped into center, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. 4-3, they take the lead.
Well done, drives in the run. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
1 down, runner at first. Stepping in, Evan. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Stays alive. Move to second. James
He's safe.
dives back in safely. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, 1 out. Gentry getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Well, you can't
1 ball,
offer it that pitch
2
in an
strikes.
0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
Ball.
In the dirt, count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Base hit center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Safe. It's 5-3.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
2 on, 1 out. Anthony Mulrine now at the plate. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. McCarthy, the lead runner, out at second. Gentry over at first with 1 away. Outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. He tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now the first baseman. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 3.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 9 gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
So a lefty out of the pen, Colby Allard. 25th appearance of the year for him. First and second, 2 outs. Cunningham, the next to hit. Check swing, no appeal.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And now it's even up.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Popped up right side, coming on. He's got it, and that's the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 7th inning coming up. The Rebels have the lead, 6-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Roberts.
And Boog, he's a guy that'll work in a knuckleball from time to time. It's not his primary pitch, but he mixes it in, and that makes getting timing down on him really challenging for hitters.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Tyler Locklear.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Trey Sweeney digs in now. Ripped to third and caught.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
And now Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
Here's the catcher. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One and 2 here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mackenzie McAlpin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Rick Rollins.
Rollins.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. And it gets by him.
The right fielder, number 10. Oh.
Now the number 2 hitter, Charles Woodson. And that's way high. 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. Now all even up. Runner takes off. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Rollins aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Canzone makes the grab on the run.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. Man at first, 1 away.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the DH, Paul James. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1
Well,
ball.
if he's going to steal
2 strikes.
second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Going, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-3.
That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now a chance for Evan McCarthy. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one the other way. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 8-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Now here is Max Anderson. And a big swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Gilberto Lerma up and loosening in the pen. Number 14 warming up as well. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, Max.
Here's the center fielder, Max Clark. Swing and a miss.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Flips to second, that's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Rebels out front here, 8-3.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Anthony Wood.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now the left fielder, Chris Gentry.
The left fielder, Chris Gentry.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. The count now 2-2. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. And that one in the air center field. Clark makes the grab. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Anthony Mulrine.
Anthony Mulrine now at the plate. Ground ball right side and foul ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 3.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a...
Oh, that got him.
That ball got him.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Number 8.
Cunningham, the next to hit. Move to first, and he dives back in safely. Fly ball down the line. Fair ball. And the lead runner puts on the brakes at second.
Now batting.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now it's the second baseman, Rick Rollins. And that's in for a strike. Two on, two outs. Out to center. Clark makes the play, and the inning is over.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gilberto Lerma.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera.
The third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Check swing, hit on the ground. Whips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit, couldn't check his swing, and induces a nice little ground out.
Dominic Canzone will hit next. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And it is 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Jack Dashwood, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. And there's a ball.
One strike.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting. The first
So a
baseman,
man aboard, and now the first baseman, Tyler Locklear. Canzone over at first with one away. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. Out towards right center field, De Jesus sizing this one up. 2 down.
now batting. The designated hitter, Trey Sweeney.
So they're down to their final out. Now, Trey Sweeney. Lerma is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.